guys, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have the End of Summer Crelly Duo from Tootsie Turtle Polishes. These will be available for $17 for the duo or $10 for singles, starting on Friday, August 5th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all the members of the Crazy for Crelly's fan group. I'll link that down below. They will go on sale at 8 p.m. for everyone else. I'll link the storefront down below. These were sent to me for review. I'll also be showing you a really quick nail art look that I use using both of the Crellys in this duo. So I'll go ahead and show you how they swatch. First up is Final Beach Party, and this one is described as a white Crelly with a mixture of tiny gold squares, mini purple squares, and medium hot pink, blue, and purple squares. This one also has a little bit of maybe tiny gold shimmer in it as well. I'll show you a brush shot. And I'll show you how Final Beach Party swatched on my natural nail. So here is one coat. This is a Crelly, so these are going to go on kind of sheer and then build up to be more opaque. Although it starts out pretty sheer, I had no problem with getting a nice even coverage on there. It had a great formula and no running or pooling. I'll let this dry and then come back in for a second coat. Okay, here is the second coat. You will definitely want a good top coat to kind of even out where it dries down around the glitters, just a tiny bit textured. The second coat does build it up to just almost opaque, but it's still not quite there, so I am going to let this dry and then come back in for a third coat. So here is my third coat. You can see there's just barely any visible nail line after the second coat. The third coat does bring it completely opaque though, makes it nice and milky. So here is a look at the completed mani with top coat. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight, so you can see that shimmer kind of comes out to play a little bit right in there. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting. And once more at an angle in direct sunlight. I will not be stamp testing these because they are Crellys and the bases are a little bit sheer. So next up is Summery Sunset, and this is described as a peachy pink Crelly with scattered hollow and assorted size neon dots. So the neon glitters in there are kind of matte. Really cool combination. I'll show you a brush shot. And I'll show you how Summery Sunset swatched on my natural nail. So here is one coat. Again, this starts out pretty sheer, but you get a ton of that shimmer in there. I was also able to get a few of the larger glitters on my nail without fishing or anything. They just naturally come off the brush. I am going to let this dry and then come back in for a second coat. So here is the second coat. Again, these are going to dry down a little bit textured around those glitters, so you'll want a good top coat. The second coat brings it so close to being opaque that you could probably get away with two coats if you'd like. I am going to let this dry and then come back in for one more coat. This will be my third and final coat. This without a doubt brings this one completely opaque. I like how the bottom glitters sort of peek out through the base. I did have to mush that little orange piece of glitter back towards my nail, but that's not a big deal at all. Other than that, I had no problems with these. Here is a look at the completed mani with top coat. This is a view from another angle in direct sunlight. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting. And once more at an angle in direct sunlight. Next, I'm going to show you how I did my really simple nail art. I'm starting with a base of 3 coats of Final Beach Party. I'm using these Sun Swirl vinyls from Vibrant Vinyls. These were just sent like as a sample in one of my recent packages. I'll be doing a haul video this weekend. So I'm going to show you how I applied it over Final Beach Party. You want to make sure that that base color is nice and dry with a good thick top coat on so that you don't peel off the base coat. Just position it on your nail with a little bit hanging off to make it easier to remove. Next, I just ran my fingers over it to make sure it was nice and flush on the nail. You don't want any kind of lift up or anything. The polish will seep underneath it. So here I've done one coat of Summery Sunset. I'm going to go back in for a thicker second coat just to get a nice difference in between the pink and the white. If you notice that there are glitters kind of sticking towards the center, you may want to work them out. That way they don't mess up when you pull off the vinyl. So I'm just going to take a pair of tweezers, and while my polish is still wet, gently peel it up. And that's it. I'll do a little bit of cleanup and add some top coat. And here is a look at the completed mani. Really easy, really fun for the last few days of summer. I did add a matte top coat, so here's a look at that from an angle under artificial lighting. And that wraps up my swatch and review of the end of summer Crelly duo from Turtle Tootsie Polish. If you'd like to see more photos, I will have those available on my blog at sloppyswatches.wordpress.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at sloppyswatches. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.